Okay, so we were probably 30 something miles into this now, and I've hit my first snag here. I'm losing a lot of air. So yeah, I got one spare inner tube. I'm going to attempt to change this tire, and I have a hand pump, so I don't even know if I'm going to get it up to full pressure after this, because it's a small hand pump. I may turn back now, just because I don't want to ride another 50 miles or whatever. We'll see. It'll have to be 30 either way to get back. Okay, so I think I patched it to a usable condition. It's a little low for my taste. It's not the highest pressure tire anymore, but hopefully it holds. I guess I'm going to continue on at least to Milford and then turn back. We'll see. Okay, it is super windy here, but I felt this one was important. The spot I'm in now, I've already gone into Milford, which is like literally a mile that direction. I went up through town to the other side and then turned around and decided to come back. Yeah, it's pretty windy here, but here, I'm gonna turn the camera around for you anyways. This area I'm in now is this is where I made a little video during my 80 mile or maybe it's a 60 mile ride during my training for my cross-country adventure. I came right over here somewhere along this fence and I filmed a little clip with my contour camera, which at the time, I don't know why I used that. It had terrible audio. You probably couldn't even hear me, but I made a little video just kind of like in the most serious manner I could make, kind of declaring to everybody that I was gonna ride across the country, and that's, you know, that was my intentions when I was doing all these long distance adventures, was to eventually ride from one side of America to the other. So I guess this spot kind of like meant a lot, because this was probably the first place that I had really in my mind fully committed to the adventure. Up until this point, you know, I was taking the steps to train for it, but at any point I could have basically turned around, or I could have stopped. You know, I could have said no, like, you know, I don't want to do this anymore, or, you know, this is a dumb idea. I could have stopped. I could even have my family come pick me up from this spot right now if I had really felt like it. But yeah, I kind of at this point had made that decision to not turn back. And for whatever reason, I felt compelled to keep going. And I can kind of relate to that right now, honestly. When I got that flat tire just a little bit ago, I was like 5 miles maybe from Milford. So at that point, I was like, who cares? Like, I got a flat. Like, if the bike doesn't feel 100%, I might as well turn back now or just call for somebody to come pick me up. But as soon as I got that flat tire fixed, I kind of felt like why stop? Why turn back now? Like, there's no reason to turn back. I'm already out here. I might as well keep going. I didn't get up at 5 a.m. for no reason. So, yeah, like, I don't know what it is about me, but there's always this, like, inner push to keep going or to keep trying to get farther. And that's kind of something that just drives my life anyways, is, like, this constant need for progression. And failure sucks. I failed quite a few times. But you learn from it. You know, you learn what not to do next time, or what to do better, what to do more of, what to do less of. You learn these things along the way. And I guess something I should probably share with everyone anyways is what's going on with the kayaking adventure. Derek Lowen once kayaked the entire Mississippi River, from obviously north to south. It's still an adventure that we hope to do in the future, but we kind of had to put it on hold. We had a great, generous kayak sponsor, Aquaglide. They make inflatable kayaks, and it was going to be pretty incredible to use their product to get across the entire country. I fully think Derek can do it, and I was prepared to be right there with him, but we just didn't have the money for it. I think we needed another like $4,000 in just expenses like gas, food, places to stay, that sort of thing. And we just couldn't pull it together in time. And you know what? I think some of the things I learned from that is, once again, this is the second summer in a row that I guess we tried to do it and just couldn't make it happen. So again, it's really disappointing, and it's almost shameful to me to like have to say, hey, I couldn't do it. You know, I just rode a bike across America, but I can't put together a kayaking adventure. But it is what it is. Like, if it can't happen, it can't happen, you know. But I have learned some things, you know. Fundraising, that's something that I didn't actively do. You know, I try to put out some videos or some little Facebook posts or try and sound genuine to people and hope that somebody else would want to finance it. And it just didn't come about. You know, I just kind of thought money was going to fall out of the sky if I prayed for it. So yeah, that's kind of my mistakes. So, you know, we're going to take it a little slower this time. Maybe do some smaller projects in between and see what we can generate. From a business standpoint, it's a lot more advantageous for a business to want to sponsor you if they know they're going to get something out of it. Obviously, starting a nonprofit, you don't have much to begin with. You're starting a business where you don't get paid. So, you know, what can I offer to a business that would like to sponsor me? The only thing that I can offer them is, you know, viewers, advertising, basically. I have an audience, but it's not much of anything. I think I got 200 likes on Facebook. Who knows how many of those people would actively pay attention to what I do anymore. And I think I only have like 30 subscribers here on YouTube. So what I gotta do is start doing some small projects and things that kind of fuel the Beyond Limits motto, in a sense. Some more stuff that really shows what we're all about and what we're capable of doing, and then lead up to the kayaking adventure. So some smaller steps that I've tried to put together, and doing the only thing I know how to do, which is ride a bicycle really far. So what we're looking at doing is something called the Grand Cheesesteak Run, which is going to be a kayaking adventure, or what am I saying? A biking adventure where we'd ride bicycles all the way from the Poconos down to Philadelphia and get cheesesteaks and then ride back. Just checking to see that my bike's still here. Nobody stole it. Okay. So yeah, something I'd like to do is the Grand Cheesesteak Run. I don't know. That idea just kind of came in my head when I was working at the ski resort. I don't know. I've been itching to get back into this cross-country stuff, so it seemed kind of natural to try and go to Philadelphia because it's like the closest city to where I live, and it's obviously very well known. And cheesesteaks are something that I truly enjoy. I love eating cheesesteaks, even in Stroudsburg here. I love eating cheesesteaks. So, yeah, I think it would make sense to do that. But I'd also like to get a group of guys together to go do it as like a large touring group. Take one day to ride down, one day to ride back up. Hopefully everyone survives. And I don't know how I'm gonna make money doing that, but you know, if I can use it to at least create some awareness for Beyond Limits project, you know, maybe that'll lead to other people wanting to sponsor. What else could we do? Do like a 24-hour bike marathon or something. Go to a local restaurant and do something where I'm outside riding a bicycle on a trainer for hours while people eat and they can donate. Stuff like that. That's about the limit of my imagination, I guess. It's all stuff within the realm of cycling. Now, obviously, there's like unlimited ideas you can come up with for fundraising. I just gotta really grasp onto some ideas and formulate an actual plan and make stuff happen. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. It's getting pretty windy here again, obviously. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully I make it back home. I got like 35 miles, I'm gonna guess, to get home. So we'll see what happens. Not really putting any riding footage in this video because it's all forest lands like this, although I'm on a big open road. Probably gonna put some photos on the Instagram from this. I took a few with my cell phone and with my big camera, so you'll see that stuff. It's still pretty chilly here. Hopefully we make it back. I'll do a little recap when I get back, talking about what it was like to get back into long distance cycling after 2 years almost. So, see ya.